2025 is here and it's time for you to set some goals. In this video, I'll share with you 4 hacks to help set your goals and make 2025 your best year ever. Are you ready? Let's go to the slides. Hack number 1, create SMART goals. You need to frame your goals properly or else you can really just call them dreams. Now to frame them, we're going to use the SMART goal setting philosophy. A goal should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-based. By incorporating these different elements, they'll further define or clarify what you're trying to accomplish. First off is specific. What is it you're trying to do? This helps you clarify, and from that, you can break down the goal to determine what steps you need to accomplish it. You'll see all of my goals for this year in a moment, but for one that I want to go a little bit further into, I want to find and log 12 more EarthCaches, bringing my total to 250. Now, those 12 EarthCaches are not going to find and log themselves, so I have to make a plan. Where am I traveling over the course of the year? Are there any EarthCaches in the area? Or am I going to have to figure out some special trips throughout the year? Measurable. We've got to track our progress, and for that, you must have a goal that's measurable. Otherwise, when will you know when it's achieved? Now, when you have a number, you'll know what success looks like. For example, my goal is really to reach 250 EarthCaches found, but I'm at 238. Therefore, I need to find 12 to make that happen. Achievable. Your goal should be reasonably achievable. Okay, on this one, I think that there are 2 different philosophies really kind of competing or at play. You can pick a goal that should be reasonable to achieve. Going back to reaching 250 EarthCaches, so I need 12 more this year. That's basically 1 a month. That seems pretty achievable or reasonable to achieve. Do I have to find 1 each month? No. But if I get towards the end of the year and say I haven't for some reason had the opportunity to find very many, I can locate or I could find a location that has multiple EarthCaches to help me catch up. The other philosophy is shoot for the moon. And even if you don't reach it, you'll be farther ahead than you thought possible. What if I'm selling myself too short and 250 is really too small a number? Should I go with 300? Now I could, but with everything else that I have going on, I'm more comfortable trying to get to 250. I also don't want to get discouraged or build any kind of anxiety about these goals, right? This is a hobby that we're talking about after all. Relevant. Why are you setting this goal? The great thing here is that we're not really running a business, so this one, you get to be a little more loosey-goosey with it, if you will. So why did I set my goal at 250? I've been working towards that goal for years, and now it's very achievable at this point. Time-based. All right, a goal should be time-based. Unless otherwise noted for all of my goals are going to be for the entire year. So my goal to reach 250 EarthCaches, while I could break it out to 1 per month, I'm not going to, right? I'm okay just setting the number and then allowing that to guide me for the rest of the year. Now, I've broken my goals down into personal goals and into channel goals. Now, we're not going to get into the weeds and see how smart they all are. Full disclosure, this is the second take of this video because the first was over 20 minutes long. So we're going to skip the smart analysis on the rest of my goals. So for my 2 personal goals, I've got to create 2 new EarthCaches outside of Georgia. Now, as you can see, I've added a little addendum here to try to make one a planetary EarthCache. Yes, I'd like to create one of those, but that might not be achievable based on the geology around me. Then, of course, the find and log 12 new EarthCaches. So from a channel perspective, I got 6 goals this year. And again, for the sake of time, we're going to skip the smart analysis. If you really want to see it, let me know and I'll make another 20-minute video. So my channel goals are to grow to a total of 250 subscribers, so really just under 200 to go. To teach my EarthCache writing class at another mega. And I used to teach it at Geocaching, but with that, the last one was last October. So now I kind of need to find a new home, as it were. Teach my class once per quarter as well. Okay, 3 more. Film an EarthCache review at the following states. So Alabama, Georgia, Florida, West Virginia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee, and Mississippi. And I'm not going to lie, for me, this is going to be a stretch, this goal, right? I'm going to have to do some serious planning, which of course I love to do. So this one is kind of up my wheelhouse. I want to write 2 articles for the FTF magazine. So, full disclosure, I recently started my subscription and I noticed that they're looking for content. Great. I enjoy writing and I've done it before. So, why not again support the magazine and help other people out. All right, last goal. Recruit 5 geocachers per quarter to write their first Earth cache. So, if you're unaware, I've recently started what I'm calling Project 100, and it's really to help 100 geocachers write their first Earth cache. Here, the goal is to simply recruit 5 geocachers and to help them start their journey. So while it doesn't necessarily take a year to write an Earth cache, I don't know how much time they'll have to devote to it. So my goal is really just focused on finding 5 people per quarter. So as you can see, I'm very okay deviating from the SMART model when necessary, especially when some of the elements of it are outside of my control. Hack number 2, tie your goals together so that they support one another. Let's say I secure a spot at a mega to teach my class, right? Reaching one of my goals. But I can potentially also work on some of the other goals at the same time. I might be able to grow the channel since I'm telling folks that I have a variety of Earth Cache related content on YouTube at the class, and maybe they should check it out. Maybe I'll turn them into subscribers. Since I'm teaching in a mega, that meets my criteria for teaching the class once per quarter. Depending on the area, I can also potentially film one or more Earth Cache reviews. And of course, again, during the class, I am going to let them know about Project 100 and try to convert them, if you will, into allowing me to help them write that first Earth cache. And I might even be able to tie in some of my personal goals. Are there any Earth caches on the way to the mega or around it that I can use towards my 250 goal? I can also do some research on potential locations for an Earth cache to write. So my goals are tied, right? They reinforce one another. And I think that that's, again, another helpful little hack for you. Hack number 3, keep track. Keeping track of your progress is essential. I think knowing where you stand is key to achieving a goal. Then you can prioritize your time accordingly. Do I sit around and watch some TV, or should I go finish up that research that I was doing on that Earth cache that I'm writing? Now, of course, that doesn't mean that you have to go out all of the time, of course, and go full bore. That can lead to burnout, but small steps over time will lead to success. And I can also figure out if the actions I'm taking now will lead to success, or do I need to switch things up? Now, how do you keep track of your goals? So I think that's personal. Personally, I really love and I do really well with to-do lists. I love crossing things off of my list, but I know others are not necessarily drawn towards that method, and that's okay. Some might do well with a vision board, where they can see their goals daily, but perhaps it's too much pressure. Again, this is a game, it's a hobby. It does help to remember your why. Why is that a goal? When it gets tough, remembering your why can help. Why am I doing all this channel stuff? It can take up a serious amount of my time, but I want to give back to the community. I love to travel. I enjoy teaching, and I genuinely like helping people that want to create an Earth cache, but might feel frustrated or have no idea where to begin. That keeps me going. It can be helpful to have someone keep you accountable with regards to your goals. And for that, I'm going to come back to the channel quarterly, and I'm going to let you know where I stand with my goals. So I'm going to use you as part of my accountability measure. So on a quarterly basis, I'll create a video and give you an update. And this is the way I'm going to do it. Again, you can track your goals in any way that works best for you. For me, I'm going to try just a simple spreadsheet table. So while the goals are not necessarily broken down into quarters, I have them on the table as in a quarter fashion, if you will, because 1, it looks better on the slide, and 2, my updates will be quarterly. So it's really easy to keep track of here. And I'm excited, right? This should be an interesting year, especially when I start writing this stuff down and see where I'm already at. I've already secured a lesson, a location, and permission for one of my 2 Earth caches. So now I'm in research mode. I haven't found any Earth caches this year so far, but we're only, the second week into the year. I'm up to 65 subscribers. I actually got 3 in the last 24 hours, so I'm pushing ahead. I am scheduled to teach at a mega already. It looks like I will be presenting my class at the Bamarama Mega down in Gulf Shores, Alabama. So if you're in that area, would love to have you show up and hear my class in person. It's a far better experience, in my opinion. Yeah. So by next quarter, I'll already have that one good to go. Teaching once a quarter, that's already scheduled because I'll be teaching at the mega. Film a review in 8 different states. Yep. I've got 0 at this point. 2 articles, haven't started. And I've already recruited 2 of my 5 geocachers for Project 100. So pretty good start of the year. All right. Hack number 4, celebrate your success. Why? So it'll reinforce the habits and actions that led to your achievement, making you more likely to replicate those behaviors in the future. It'll keep your motivation high, fostering a sense of accomplishment, and it'll counter stress and burnout that you may experience along the way. By marking your progress, you can pause and reflect on how far you've come, and again, make any changes as necessary. And your success is going to create momentum, and it will fuel enthusiasm. I talked about my goal to get to 250 EarthCaches. Do I have to stop there? No, but at least I know when I've achieved success for the year. So I've told you my goals, and I've already have some plans in place to how to accomplish those goals. But I could use your help, and I've said it. I can use your help with my following channel goals. So growing the channel, right? There's several ways that you can help, all at no cost. You can continue to watch and perhaps like my videos, giving them a thumbs up. You can take a moment and provide a comment. For example, for this video, what geocaching goals do you have for the upcoming year? You can tell your geocaching buddies about the channel, or better yet, send them a link, right? If one of them says, I think I'd like to write an EarthCache. You could be like, I got a guy. I know a guy that can help you. This is awesome. Teaching at a mega. All right, this one is a little bit harder for the average geocacher. And yes, I understand that I'm already scheduled to teach at one, but I'm okay teaching at more than one. If you're on a planning committee or you know somebody that is and that might be interested in the class, reach out. Let's see if I can teach in person at your mega or possibly remotely. Teaching to a group or an association, possibly a little bit easier to manage. Again, if you're geographically near, I might be able to make a trip to you, but teaching remotely is also an option. Perhaps you host an event at your local library and I remote in via Zoom or Google or something else. Finally, if you're interested in writing your first EarthCache and you need some support along the way, reach out. You too can become part of Project 100. Of course, there's no cost involved. I would simply want to be a part of your journey, helping you get towards that first. So I created another video focused just on Project 100. It came out last week. So if you're interested, you can go check it out, or you can just simply reach out to me. So this video made me laugh. The first take, I'm cruising, I'm finishing stuff, I'm doing really well. And then I get to the end and I look to see how much time it was. And I was like 20 minutes. Nope. No. Oh no. All right. So you've seen my goals. And at this point, I would love to see yours. And if possible, how can I help you with your goals, right? I have put out there how you can help me with mine. I am absolutely all about reciprocation and reciprocity. And if there's a way that I can help you with your goals, let me know, right? You can put them in below. I can keep track of them as well. And then quarterly, you can give me an update and we can see where we're at together and celebrate some success as well. So let me know. Happy to help if I can. Thanks for stopping by.